Hold on. If I press anything, it stops working. Hold on. Oh, we're just gonna watch it small.
You want something bad enough? Have it. That'll keep you going. Hello and welcome everybody. Coach John here. Today I'm going to lead you through a dynamic warm-up, 5 minutes long. There's going to be 5 exercises, and each exercise is going to be for 1 minute. Here's your first exercise. It's called a cobra swing. Now, a cobra swing, you can use a mat, you can use a blanket, you can use a towel, whatever you choose to use. But we're going to be laying flat down on the ground. Toes driven into the ground, utilizing those stabilizer muscles. We're going to bring our hands directly onto our lower back, face down. We're going to lift up with our upper torso, feel a lengthening of our upper torso, flexion in the back. Swing those arms all the way up to the front, fingertips touch, and come all the way back into your set position. Once again, lift up that upper torso, feel the lengthening of the torso, flexion in the back, swing those arms all the way up to the front, and come right back into set position. Second exercise. Now the second exercise is called thread the needle. Now thread the needle is, we're going to be on all fours. The focus is to try to get the knees directly underneath the hips, hands directly underneath the shoulders. So once you're in position, you can relax the toes. We're going to slide that right hand in. Remember, we're going to do this 30 seconds on one side, 30 seconds on the other side. We're going to slide that hand all the way through the left arm, stretching out those shoulder blades, rotating your torso, and come right back into set position. Once again, slide that right hand all the way through. Once you feel a stretch, come right back into that set position. Again, you'll be doing this 30 seconds on one side, 30 seconds on the other side.
I'll cue you at the time change.
Exercise is what is called a squat to a stand. Now, we're not going to automatically stand straight up. We're going to focus on stretching our hamstrings. So as you look to the side, body's one straight line. I'm going to drop deep into a squat, utilizing my hips going all the way back, driving through the heels, fingertips on the ground, and I'm going to extend my hips and my glutes all the way to the ceiling, stretching out those hamstrings. Once I'm feeling stretched, you can hold for about 1 or 2 seconds, right back up again, feeling those hamstrings being stretched.
For those of you who are 3Gers, this is what that toe to reach should actually look like in the warm-up.
Exercise. You can actually utilize any household item. It's called a halo. Now, halo, you may have seen this exercise utilizing with a kettlebell.
Kettlebell halo is one of my favorites.
That household item is going to be directly in front of your chest. You're going to rotate this around behind the head, relax those shoulders directly in front of your body one more time, and then rotate it the other side. Again, utilizing the 3 anchor points, relax those shoulders, rotate all the way around, and then reverse the order back in front of you. Now the last exercise out of the 5-minute dynamic
one more in the warm-up.
It's called a jerk twist. Meaning,
jack,
I'm going to
not
take my
jerk.
feet, position one side while my upper body is to the other side. So it looks like turning, turning, turning. And you repeat that for 1 minute. You can put a little tempo onto it, but again, 5-minute dynamic warm-up. Going to start off with that cobra swing. If you're ready, let's get warmed up.
Anyone have any questions?
I vote for no more Florida people.
Halfway through. "15 seconds, we should feel this in the upper back. And switch it up. Take it to that all fours position. We have that threading the needle. Reach the arm up, wind it underneath, slide and roll as low as you can go. I'm just going to turn so I can see the clock. Last one on this side, let's switch it up. First two exercises just to loosen up, to find ourselves starting to wake up through the body. As we work through our warm up, we'll start to get that heart rate up. 15 seconds. Go ahead and stand it up tall. We're going to work into that squat to stand. Sit it down, grab those toes, straighten those legs, drop that booty down. Again, we're not standing up in between unless we start to feel a little bit dizzy. But we want to lift that chest, pretending those toes were like a deadlift bar. Drop the head and lift the chest. For some of us, this will feel really good on our hamstrings. For some of us, this is probably the worst thing we've ever done in our life. 30 seconds. Almost there, guys. We got about 5 seconds and we're grabbing that, whatever it is, our water bottle, or maybe even a light little weight, and we're drawing halos. Take it up and over. It's not about swinging through the torso. It's about using that upper body. So again, that core should be locked. No Beyonce booty sticking out. Alternating the direction, we got about 30 seconds. Maybe finding out our shoulder flexibility isn't quite what we want it to be. "15 seconds and we get to the funnest one of the entire warm up, that jack and twist. Maybe jack with a twist afterwards. It is Friday afterwards. Go ahead and put that weight down. Again, we're going to twist through the torso like your tummy's were at washing machine. If we're having trouble with that jump, we can pivot and tap instead. Halfway. Keep moving. I know he's repped. We're just doing it for time. It makes it easier that way for each of us. Come on, 10 seconds. And relax it out, all warm. Let's talk about block number 2. There we go. One, just warming up. Okie dokes. So we're going to have an 8-minute block. There's 4 exercises total. If we can't do that third one with a wall, as in there's no blank wall around us, that's perfectly fine. First one, we're going to start with a static lunge with front raise, holding on to our lighter sets of weight. Can you guys see me as well as the screen? Okay, cool. So we're going to start with a lunge with a front raise. Left foot's going to be forward. You're going to bend that back knee. We're going to take it up and bring it right back down. Let me make sure that that's what we're doing, because sometimes they twist them up on me. Lunge when we drop. pause, and lift. Same thing's gonna happen with that static lunge to a lateral raise. So we're gonna go right into it. 15 with the left foot back with that front raise, 15 with the right leg back with that lateral raise. That wall sit with scaption. Again, if we do not have a wall, you can sit into a squat and hold it right here. After 15 of those, we will go into an isolateral twist. So it's kind of hard to see what she's doing. She has the weights out here and is turning the thumbs downward and bring it right back up. No joke, you may need a lighter weight than you anticipate. It is not as easy as it looks, especially with 30 total. We're gonna have 8 minutes in this block. Anyone have any questions, concerns, issues, worries, existential issues? You know, the big stuff. Oh, apparently no, commercials are gonna be a thing no matter what. Someday I'll figure it out. No, I won't. I'm never going to figure any of this out, guys. There we go. I promise we'll go back to Orange Theory before I have to truly figure it all out. There you go. Once she finishes demoing this out.
Keep a tiny bend in those elbows. No need to lock out joints here. And repeat, you have 30 total reps. It is your turn to get started. Let's get to it.
In 3, 2, 1, begin. We got that front raise with the static lunge. Man, talk about endurance for the legs. 30 total lunges, Jiminy Crickets. You guys got this. Again, if we need to adjust up the weight or if we need to go body weight, that is always welcome. So again, for that wall sit, if we do not have a wall, something we can brace our back against, we can always just hold it in a squat and come into that scaption. Arms are about 45-degree angle from the shoulders. Palms are facing towards one another. Weight only has to come parallel. Lower it with control. Booty back, chest up. Whew. So again, when we come into this last one, imagine that you had a coffee mug in your hand. You're standing over the sink and you're just trying to pour that water down or that coffee down the drain. So say you get halfway through those rotations and there's no way it's happening with those weights, and you drop down your weights and then it's still, there's no way it's happening, go body weight. I know, Kara. Ooh, nice. We are a little more than halfway through the block. When you get all the way through those rotations, we're going to take it back in to that front raise. Remember, on that lunge, we're keeping that back butt cheek tight. The tighter you can keep it, the more we can lower straight up and down. The more we lower straight up and down, the more we're working those quads instead of that back. Her knee doesn't touch the ground, that's perfectly okay. Whatever range of motion you got is good for us. Don't let that knee travel in front of the toe. On that wall sit, let's sit a little bit lower. You got that wall to support you. Oh my goodness. That wall is not nearly as supportive as you want it to be. You guys got this. We're almost there. Nice, Melissa. Nice, Kara. There you go, Amanda. We still got just a little bit of time in the block, guys. Don't quit early. Last minute. Last 30 seconds. This is one of those where I'm not going to tell you you have to finish up all those reps in 2, 1, done. Nice job.
Remain on the same road. Welcome to block number 2. Now, block number 2 is only 4 minutes long. Within that 4 minutes is only one exercise. Now, if there's any time remaining, we'll just drop down to a forearm plank and just hold it till time is up. But that one exercise, it is a ladder effect. It's called walkout plank to a jack. Let me demonstrate. Feet shoulder width apart. Now, as I start the walkout, I'm going to hinge at my hips. As I hinge at my hips, I'm going to drive through my heels. And as I drive through my heels, I want to go down as far as I possibly can, let the fingertips hit the ground, and I walk all the way out. Once I get into my plank, my feet are going to go out, back in, and I'm going to take that same reverse effect. I'm going to start walking all the way in, keep the legs as straight as possible, and then come all the way back up to the set position. Once again, hinge at the hips, drive through the heels, lean all the way down, fingertips on the ground. You're going to walk all the way up. This time, as the ladder effect, I'm going to go 1, 2, and then bring it all the way back.
Okay, so we understand the concept. The next one we'll walk out, we'll go 3, we'll go all the way to 10. If you get all the way through, you're just gonna hold that forearm plank. It's a 4-minute block. I love Coach John, but man, we ain't got time like that for demonstrations. You guys ready? In 3, 2, 1, begin. Again, if you need to, we can always step it out instead. Where's my cursor? Come on. There you go. So again, walk it out. You got 1 plank jack, walk it back in. If you need to, we can step it out instead. If we need to, elbows and forearms are always a possibility. Feeling extra zippy and really want to add a push up in there? Nobody's stopping you from overachieving. Goal is to try to keep those legs as straight as possible on that fold forward, as well as that walk back. Again, get all the way through and you're holding on those forearms. If we need to, we can always come down to those knees. Come on, guys, you got 90 seconds. Last minute, you guys are stronger than you think you are. Let's hold it. And if we need to, knees can always come down, but remember, we're not arching through the spine. Don't let that booty raise. Keep everything shifted forward. Come on, team, you got this. 30 seconds. Keep it strong, team, keep it strong. We got just about 15 seconds. If you're down on those knees, let's try to hold those last 15 strong. Breathe it out. Come on. In 5, 3, 2, 1. Relax. Nice job, guys.
An exploration of what your body can do. Explore new depths and celebrate your findings. All right, team, you have an 8-minute block made up of 4 exercises. This block focuses on upper body endurance. So you want to select 2 objects that you can successfully get 20 reps done of each movement. Your goal is to repeat the movements for the entire block, and your goal is a minimum of 2 rounds to get done. Your first exercise is a hip hinge high row. Coming to the center of your mat, once your feet are hip width distance, send your glutes back. Parallel your chest down towards the ground and slightly tuck your chin in towards your chest. Palms face your shins, bring your arms out wide, squeezing through the upper back, creating your goalpost position at the top. Firm up through your belly. Option if you need, lessen up the range of motion or change out the weight of the object that you select.
We should feel it in the upper strap of the butt.
Balance, tricep kickback. Lower body's going to stay the same. Transfer the weight into the ball mounts of your feet. Firm through your belly and find one point that you can focus your attention. Pull your elbows back at 90 degrees to start. Press your objects away from you, firing up through the back of the arms, then return your arms back to 90 degrees. Option if you need, set the heels down on the ground and focus just on your tricep kickback.
You want to feel like you're pitching forward.
Rotation. Rise up, keep a soft bend in your knees, pull your core in tight. Fix your palms away from your body and then curl them in so your arms are 90 right in that perfect goalpost. Rotate your palms to face the ground and then start right back in your starting position. You're rotating through your rotator cuff and working through the shoulders on this movement. Take your time, lessen up the range of motion as an option if you need it. And your last one is a hip range chest line. Come on down to the ground, walk your heels in towards your glutes. Lift your hips up off the ground, face your palms towards one another. With a soft bend in your elbows, open up your wingspan wide, and then contract your chest at the top of the movement. Keep your belly in tight and your glutes squeezed in, pressing through your heels. Option, shorten up your range of motion on the chest flat or sit your hips down towards the ground, focus just through the upper body. 4 exercises, 8 minutes in length. Let's get it done.
And begin. We're going to be holding on to the same weights pretty much through the entire time, challenging littler muscular groups. And again, on this tricep balancing, if you need to, just put the heels down. Again, 20 reps is a lot of volume. If we have to adjust up the weight accordingly, so be it. Nice job, guys. Keep moving. This balancing tricep kickback, it's kind of like when you do those bicep curls on one foot. It's not necessarily about picking up the heaviest weight we ever have, but it's really about working on that core control. Ooh, shoulder burnout city. Keep it up, guys. 2 minutes down. On those goalpost rotations, make sure we're not swinging through the hips to make this action happen, but keeping everything squeezed and in. If we feel like we're throwing through the lower body, we can always go like we did for that wall sit, stand against the wall, tuck those elbows in, and lift. Whew. It feels good to lay down on the ground and use the front side of the body instead of just the back. Getting hips up for that chest fly. Hips up isn't working for you today, that's totally fine. We can always take it down to the floor, just keep the belly button in. Arms stay straight. Soft little bend in the elbows just so we're not locked. Come on, guys, keep it up. We're doing it together because if you guys were alone, including myself, we would have stopped by now. But knowing that someone's watching and someone's suffering just as much as we are helps keep that body going. Come on. On that balance, push that big toe down and zip it up and in through the thighs. Ooh, Jiminy's. We're almost there, guys, almost there. Last 2 minutes. Well, we got about 90 seconds. Just about 90 seconds. We're building strength and endurance in that shoulders. Most of all, guys, that we are building the ability to come out in a tank top in a couple of weeks and already look baller. We take this time to get stronger physically so that we feel better mentally and that we look banging when it comes the time to go out in the real world once more. At the very least, so we feel comfortable in our skin. 1 minute, guys. Thirty seconds. Just 10 seconds to go. Don't quit early, guys. Keep moving on through. In 3, 2, 1. Done. Nice.
All right, team, it is time for block number 4. We have some lower body power for you. This block is designed to get that heart rate pumping. Total of 8 minutes, 4 exercises. Repeat until time is called. Your first exercise is going to be a twisting frogger. Sit in frogger position, feet are nice and wide, heels are pointed in, toes are pointed out. As you squat down, knees go towards the toes, keeping the chest over the hips, reaching towards the ground with the hands popping up, 180 degrees to one side. That's 1 rep. There's 2 going all the way to 10. Your option would be a frogger to calf raise instead for 10 total reps on that. Next is going to be a zigzag hop. Now you have 6 total reps. 1 rep is 6 jumps. Now a zigzag means you're going to jump right, left, right, going forward, then left, right, left, coming back. Start set position, feet about hip width distance apart, bend into the knees, hop to right, then to your left, use your arms, and then back to the right. Before you set and count again, go back to the left, back to the right, and back to the left. And now 6 jumps, 6 total reps, and then repeat. Your option for this one is to take big steps going to the right, to the left, right, then going left, right, left. That's 1 rep against 6 total. Next one is going to be a palm jack. Start in a set squat position, elbows inside of the knees, chest is proud. Hands down, pop into a plank, hands come to the chest as your feet palm to your hands, and repeat. Your option for this one, instead of jumping, you can always step it back, step it up, hands at the chest for that low squat position. Final exercise is a double crunch. You can add some weight to your hands if you wish on this one, otherwise body weight totally fine. For that double crunch, reach your hands overhead, knees are on the ground, heels extended. From here, driving the knees into the chest, lift the tailbone off the ground, reaching the hands towards the shins, and shoulder blades come off the ground, keeping that lower back planted.
So remember, it's not a sit-up, it's just knees to nose, nose to knees.
To keep the knees bent, lowering that range of motion. It is your turn. You have 10 reps on that double crunch. Let's get started.
It's 10, 6, 10, and 10. Let's go. Twisting frogger. Again, if you can't make it all the way around, you can stick it with just a frogger facing forward, or you can always do a frogger to toe or to toe lift, as in up on those calves. 1 turn is what? If you have trouble going in circles like yours truly, feel free to just frogger in one position. So just like with that lateral and front band walk, 3 out and 3 back is 1 rep. You have 6 total. You have to count every time you hop. You're going to count 36 times. There you go. For those pops, if we need to, we can always step it and step. This is the last block, guys. So it's easy to just go ahead and become complacent in this block and just move at a slow rhythm. But this is your cardio block. We're digging deeper. Come on, guys, you got this. Again, not in the jumping today. Take it into a big old step. Be light on the toe and move with purpose. You guys got this. Keep digging just a little bit deeper. Come on, guys, come on. Best part of this block, not gonna lie, the double crunch. Woo! Too much, reduce the range of motion. You need more, legs extend out. Come on, guys, we got 3 minutes. 3 minutes of fun. Keep it up. Woo. Those quads are burning, especially after all those lunges. Come on, guys, for less than 3 minutes. Big breath in between, and then let's get right back to it. Come on, guys, less than 2 minutes. What could be more fun than this? I don't know, guys. I don't think anything could be more fun than this. Hanging out together, getting the sweat, getting uncomfortable, and knowing that we have just about 90 seconds. Maybe it's too much for us to extend the whole leg out, but we don't want to miss out on anything. So let's go ahead and extend one leg out, bring it all the way in, and reach it out for that double crunch. We're going to do that alternating leg. Let's go 5 with one, 5 with the other. Come on, guys, 1 minute, 1 minute. Don't stay laying on the floor just because it feels better than those froggers. Almost there, guys, almost there. You know as well as I do on an endurance day, the last few minutes make us stronger. Less than 30 seconds. Ten seconds, no time to quit now. In 3, 2, 1, and done.
Have some fun. Whew. Team, you made it. 3.5-minute flexibility block. 4 exercises, each you'll look to hold for
Nice job, team. We're gonna take it down. We're gonna stretch it out. I'm gonna stop sharing the screen. Hold on, stay standing up for me, guys. Stand up, stand up. I'm gonna tip it down just a little bit so you can see more of my legs because I'm not really doing super fun things. There you go, Cece. Go ahead and cross that right leg over top of the left. Exhale, hinge it down, hands to thighs to shins, fingers to the feet, hands to the ground, whatever works best for us. Think about pressing back on that left leg with the back side of the right. Tuck the chin to the chest and roll it all the way up. Uncross, cross with the other one on top. Inhale, sweep it up. Exhale, swan dive it down. Again, let the upper body hang heavy. Think about pressing back into the right leg with that left. Go ahead and roll it up 1 vertebrae at a time. Feet hip distance apart. Inhale, circle sweep all the way to the heavens. Exhale, swan dive all the way to the floor. You're gonna bend the knees, bring the feet to the floor. Go ahead and step back with that left foot as far back as it goes. Left knee comes to the ground, untuck through the toes. Inhale the chest up. Left hand, right knee, right hand behind. We're gonna unwind, bring this left hand down to the ground. We're gonna start to bend the left knee. Reaching back with the right hand, can you find that left foot? There ain't no way in hell it's happening, just continue to reach for it as we sink down into this right hip. Release the right hand down, the left toe down, find that all fours, arch through the spine. Shift it out, find that cow. Neutral spine, step the left foot forward. Bring the chest up into our lunge. Right hand, left knee, left hand sweeps behind. Sink into the twist. Think about rolling the shoulder back. Release it out. Right hand comes down, bend the right knee, reach back for that right foot. Think about opening through the shoulder. Again, if it's not working, just squeeze the heel and reach back. Go ahead and shift it ever so slightly back. Kick this right leg out. Feet come together in our butterfly position. So we're gonna put our arms out like Frankenstein. We're gonna take the right arm, put it underneath the left. We've now made an X. We're gonna bend the elbows. I'm gonna come closer. Bend the elbows, try to bring the backs of the hands to one another if we can. Right arm wraps all the way around and we find palm to palm, eagle arms. Go ahead, staying here in our seated position. Oh, I can't walk. We're gonna press the fingertips up to the sky, feel the opening between the shoulder blades. Then as we exhale, we're gonna bring the elbows down into the chest and round through the upper back. Make it as big a C curve as possible. Inhale, reach those fingers up. Feel that opening under the armpit, feel the compression in the traps. Exhale, roll it down. Sit it up, extend the arms out, sweep the hands behind, interlace the fingers, drop the knuckles to the floor, open up through the chest. We're gonna reverse it, arms out. Left arm under right, bend the elbows, wrap the palms. Again, if we can only find backs of the hands together, that's perfectly fine. Press the fingertips up to the heavens, open through the shoulder blades. Exhale, elbows down into the chest, round through the spine. One more of each. Reach those fingers up. Exhale, bring it all down. Go ahead and sit it up, unwind the arms once more. Take those hands behind, interlace the fingers, drop the knuckles to the floor. We want to add a little bit of a hinge, so be it. Remember, it's not about throwing the arms away, up and over the body. It's about reaching the knuckles as far away from the neck as possible. Bend the elbows, release it out, extend the legs. A little bit of popcorn. Inhale it up. Exhale, we hinge forward. Reach the chest towards the kneecaps, reach the nose towards the shoelaces. Go ahead and sit up tall, swing those legs around and find that all fours position once more. We're gonna tuck the toes, lift the hips, drop the heels, downward facing dog. Go ahead and walk it back and roll it up. One vertebrae at a time. Find yourself standing tall. Roll the shoulders back and down. Big breath in. Round of applause for yourself. Round of applause for your neighbors.